Yes.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Okay, are you ready for a speaking test? Alright, so let's try to speak louder, okay? So that everybody can hear you. Okay, so let's talk about what you do. Do you work or are you a student?
I'm still studying as class. I went to as high school. So during the time I just study and not doing anything.
Okay, alright, and in the future, what would you like to do?
I'm really keen on drawing. So maybe I will become an architecture in the future.
Alright, so this time now let's talk about yeah. Okay, so let's talk about people. Okay, about gifts. Okay, so when do people give gifts or presents in your country?
To be honest, there are many opportunities to give gift. You know, in the birthday, like that's or some special holiday, like Valentine, like in the teacher day. They give gift for another person with any reason, just they like, so they can do it every time they want.
Alright, and do you ever take a gift when you visit someone in their home?
Actually not, because in my hometown, the person who comes and because of my home will bring gift. Yeah, and we just prepare some tea, some coffee, or something to for them to enjoy.
Okay. When did you last receive a gift? What was it? When did you last receive a gift?
Is in no in my just 2 days later, 2 days ago, I received a gift from my friend. He gave me a model label. I don't know why he gave it to me, but he said that he still like this and he wants to share it with me. It's a beautiful gift.
Okay, good. And do you enjoy looking for gifts for people? Do you enjoy looking for gifts for people?
To be honest, yes. I enjoy the feeling when I go around the supermarkets or the shopping mall and see something really suitable for my person, for my friend or my family that I want to give a gift for them.
Alright. Okay, now let's move on to your speaking part 2. And I'd like to talk about for about 1 to 2 minutes. Okay? So before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. And you can make notes if you wish to understand. So here's your pen and a paper. And I'd like you to describe a teacher who has influenced you in your education. Okay? So there you go. Alright, so remember that you have 1 to 2 minutes, so don't worry if I stop you. Can you start, please?
So I will describe a teacher who had strongly influenced in my education. Her name is Minh, and she taught me from class 1 to class 3. It's in primary school, but I still remember it now. She taught almost the subjects that I have in my school. that she toasts in her house. So, to be honest, I think she's very kind, hard work, and she's very friendly. My mom can be friends with her, and so that's the reason that she take care of me very much. And she supports me in math. That she encouraged me to enjoy some competitions of math. That in this year I got the first prize. I'm very happy. But she have a strong disease that makes it very sad. And until now, she gave me many things and supports me in every way that I can. So that she has influence, the most influence in my education.
Okay, so that's it. All right, so now let's move on to part 3. Okay, so we've been talking about your teacher who had influenced you in your education, right? Now let's move on, and what makes a good. For part 3, I'll be asking you some general questions, okay, related to what we have discussed. Now, first question: what makes a good student?
I think the thing that makes a good student is that they have a good teacher, that have the right way to educate, and teacher need to support them. And I think parent is one of the reasons.
Okay, so what role should a teacher have in the classroom?
Yes,
What role should a teacher have in the classroom?
in my viewpoint, teacher shouldn't just still in the board and write something and say something in the lecture. That they should make some debate for the student and have them to do some activity to understand more of the lecture.
Okay, do you think computers will one day replace teachers in the classroom?
I don't think so because computer just a thing. But teacher is a person who have emotion and they can understand student and to make the right educate for each person.
All right. So how has teaching changed in your country in the last few decades?
In fact, I saw my results of my parents. I saw the result of my parents. They have the best score, but they still a good person in the class. So that I think the education in the past is harder than now. It does mean now today it's very easy for students to study and get high score. But I fear about the future.
Okay, and what's the difference between the way children learn and the way adults learn?
I think the way children learn is that they follow the teacher and they do everything the teacher do. But for the adults, they make what the teacher make for adults the debate. Then they can improve the skill more.
All right. And how can a teacher make lessons for children more interesting?
For children, I think they interest most in color and in the picture image. That is the reason why when teacher prepare the lecture, they always put some picture and the action in the movie. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's the end of the speaking.